Welcome to the Pedagogy TLS. This is the Social Studies Specialization lesson, lesson number 6, and third lesson of the sample question and answer. In previous video, I have shared the information how to write a constructed response for your specialization test. And in this lesson, I'm going to share some important tips and information that might help you to get the better result or your desired score. So what exactly we need to do? We need to understand the pattern of the question or questions. Examiner is not only observing or checking your knowledge, but they wanted to check overall that where exactly you stand as a teacher. So if you have gone through the pedagogy as study guide, they are the different formats and different informations they want to judge and they want to observe. So they set the benchmarks that, and they put the expectations that what exactly they or teacher or you can say that the student should know. So it's not about that you have to choose the right answer from the 4 options, but it has a several and very crucial perspective behind that, which we need to understand. So in this lesson, I'm going to disclose that information, and I'm sure it will help you a lot. So let's see for the study guide first. Before that, if you're new to the Pedagogy TLS, please press the subscription button. If you want more videos, please press the bell icon. So here, let me share the screen first, Pedagogy study guide. Let me show you. I'm sure you know what subjects are the part of this test, and in my previous video on first lesson I have already shared the description of that, but I'll direct go for the sample question. Now first you can see the sample questions. There's the images. So this is what we call the primary source. I have already uploaded a video for this one. The second, you can see here that the question number 6, which was a part of my previous lesson, the text, okay, which has been given, they have taken a piece of text from your history book, and they ask you question that's about their scenario and their information. So first part, which was the primary source, this is the most important thing you need to understand, that you are able to interpret these resources or the sources, primary sources. As a history student, you must know or you must interpret the primary sources, how to analyze these primary sources, what is the purpose of that primary source, what explicit the primary source as a history or social studies student. They want to check about that. What is the information, the background that we get. So this is connecting the two things, one about your knowledge and other thing that you are able to interpret the source, primary source better. Second thing, which is this text, okay, that they have taken a piece of text from your book, or they can take it from anywhere, and they will ask you question about the scenario. They want to check about the knowledge. If you see the knowledge and memory, these are the part of the Bloom's taxonomy, which is the very lowest level according to the benchmark. Okay. Now, if you read this paragraph, definitely you cannot get answer until you know the information. If you have read, if you went through, if you and taught this about this topic, okay, definitely you will choose the answer. So this part belongs to your knowledge. that you have a knowledge that what happened with the General Custer when you was called or has been titled as a fallen hero for them. What was the strategy of the US government? Okay, that one. So this part is the knowledge, means you must know about the history and history content. Second, third thing. This is the part, let me, this one, Ramsey. It's about the Pharaoh. Now, you don't have to memorize this information. Third part is about DBQ, we call document-based questions. So the answer and questions will be given, okay? Answers you can find out in this paragraph, and you have to read the question carefully and then answer it. So this is the easiest part which I found, and we mostly assess through DBQ and our students. So if you go through the world history book or the civilizations book, this pattern is very common and very useful that the students, they need to interpret the past events and answer these questions. Okay, so these are the three important patterns which examiner designed, through which the examiner designs your exam paper. Now, they can ask you from the questions from the geography, economics, and other integrations of it. The most important information about that, if you see the content table, or if you see that what subjects has been assigned to assess or to get the social studies specializations lesson, they have given you the list of that one. So that means that you have to go read the economics separately, geography separately, or social studies separately. No, these all are accumulated. Social studies are an accumulated course for that. It's an under umbrella of social studies. You know, suppose this part. Okay, if you go to the first part of these sources. Now, these sources have been taken, primary sources has been taken from civilizations, not history. So there's a big difference between history and civilizations. Okay. Now, second thing, that how you are interpreted question, integration. If you see that here, last question, constructed response. Constructed response is about the social science integration, means how you are going to integrate these courses. So you will be find all these information under social study. So for the social studies, you don't have to read or study the separately economics, marketing, and account and financing and all these things. Okay, no. So the terms and integrations, they will be used in the exam in order to understand that you are able to separate or segregate or aggregate that information which belongs to the geography, which belongs to the culture, which belongs to the civics, which belongs to the social study, which belongs to the moral education. So it's your what we call that experience and knowledge, that how you are segregating this information and the piece of the information that this belongs to the which subject, either it's integrated with the economics, geography, or history. Suppose if they ask you about any location or any thing which happened in a certain civilization or in a certain country, and they ask you, okay, about the distance and the flow of the river from one place to another place, okay, that definitely you will be understanding they are talking about the geography. So I hope you understood. Now let's talk about the some sample questions and answers. I'm going to share you the screen, which lesson 6. Now the first, as I have mentioned, that use the text in the box to answer question number 6. This information is about your knowledge, right? In 1876, General Custer lost the battle of a Big Horn when he attacked a group of Native Americans who refused to move from their traditional lands on which gold was found. So the paragraph is given, you can read the paragraph, but what is the background information that depends on your knowledge. So apparently he saw that there's only women and children, so he can easily conquer or invade the area. But it was a dodge or something that did behind that there was soldiers, okay, a lot of the soldiers or the warriors, okay, which was a hidden force. That's why he lost. Even instead of that, the US government titled him as portrayed him as a fallen hero. The question is that why they wanted to follow him. So there's a link I'll be sharing with you in the description. And as a history student, you, for this type of the question, you must read the books or your book. So here, these are the 4 options, and what exactly they wanted for that. What is the best interpretation of why the newspaper, means media, of the time portrayed Custards as a hero? So here it's about the media. So the media of the time promoted an idea that furthered the aims of the government. That is a question. So that these 2 questions are irrelevant. You can easily understand there's no logic behind that. Custard's family was rich and the newspaper did not want to embarrass. So it doesn't make sense. Social norms of the time did not perceive murdering women and children. So this is not even the logical, okay, we don't have any rules and regulations for the especially that war. The military controlled the press and would not allow any story to present. So this is a little bit closer to that one. But first is the correct answer, which is given in your study guide, and that is the purpose behind it. For this question and answer, you should know the history knowledge. It's about your knowledge, right? So I just copied the answer from that one. What is my point of view? There will be some questions like that, which is based on the knowledge. Now here is interpreting the documents, which I have shared with you in the pedagogy study guide. So the blue one are the answers and the purple and the red color, right? So these answers, okay, has been given in there. So you read the text carefully and then choose the answer. So for example, this is called the document-based question. Which of the statement is the best interpretation of the discrepancy in which Ramsesi to carved is Flora's name, scenes in public place depicting Egyptian victory over the Hittites, while there's evidence that confirms that Egyptian and Hittite armies reached the stalemate resulting. So answer is here, having carving of the victorious military campaigns visible in public area helped to promote confidence and loyalty of his subject. Now from where I got this answer, the answer is here. A building were adorned with the carving and hieroglyphics, which is old writing depicting his military victories and virtuous attributes. So you can read and it's easily you can find out. So what I'm going to tell you that these are the document-based questions and the answers are available. So you have to read the paragraph carefully and then answer. Next, you can see here which technology appears to have given the Hittite military an advantage over the Egyptian. So the red one are the wrong, which doesn't make sense. Blue has a little bit connection, that one. Developing a chariot or carriot, which could hold 3 men, a driver, an archer, and a defender. It's a like a wheel wagon, okay, which is pulled by a horse, or sometimes it was by the what we call ox or something like that. But what is our concern, that where it is at the time of Egyptian used chariot, which had an axle in the center of the platform and could hold 2 men and 1 driver. So this is easy, you can easily find answer. The paragraph and study guide has been given. There's a support to 3 men and 1 driver, and 1 archer and an infantryman, okay, etc., etc. The ninth one, how did the peace treaty established, with the Hittites help the Egyptians? Trade increase and new products were available in Egyptian. Now, where these are, this answer is in the paragraph. So here, a peace treaty signed in which the both parties declared that they would exchange captives, not extract retributions from each other. Okay, in other words, a stalemate. So that's very clear answer. Number 10, why would archaeologists and historians believe the accounts of the Battle of Kadesh presented in the peace treaty rather than the account depicted on the temple columns? Okay, so this is all of the above. So let's see the first part. Egyptian pharaohs sometimes wrote out the names of their preceders on temple walls, monuments overwrite on own names to claim credit, indicating the carving. So the first part you can see here, the captives of the peace treaty have survived today. 1 carved hieroglyphs, this is about a stela in Karnak, and 1 written on a clay. Okay, so this is the about tablet Akkadian language. Second, 2 versions of the peace treaties were found in different locations. This is the 2 version which I have given. Okay, the 2 version. One is in the Stela Karnak and where is written. Another one is Akkadian language. Okay, and that is the one. Okay, the first part, the Ramesses had accounts carved at the hieroglyphs of the columns in the temple and across Egypt, showing a great victory over Hittites. So this is for the first part, for this one, claiming credit, indicating. Okay, and the third part, for second part, is the 2 language. The temple wall carving was exaggerated and portrayed Ramesses as a single-handedly vanquish. So if you see that in some cases, portrayed himself as a single-handedly defeating his enemy. So these are the strategies. Okay, there are the 3 strategies which have been defined. One, you have to go interpreting the source. Other one is based on the knowledge, and third one is about the interpreting the given documents. Okay, so while you are on the test, you have to be careful. You must know that how to attempt the test. So this is what exactly I wanted to share with you. I'm sure it will help you a lot. If you have further questions about the social studies specialization or any specializations, please feel free, drop your message. My WhatsApp is given on the my channel's description. There's an email as well, as I'm sure it will help you a lot. So also please, it's a request to you, don't forget to subscribe the Teaching and Learning. We'll be meeting the next lesson with a new topic and theme. Till that, stay blessed and stay